I go for refuge until enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving, so forth, may I become a Buddha, divine force, sentient beings. I go for refuge until enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving, so forth, may I become a Buddha, divine force, sentient beings. I go for refuge until enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving, so forth, may I become a Buddha, divine force, sentient beings. Sanje jodo zoge jonamdal chanchu padu dane gyarsu che page jinso kebe sonamge joba penge sanje jubara isho Sanje joda zoge jonamdal chanchu padu Jinso gebe sonamge bono benje sanje dubara isho sanje joda suge chonamba chanjo bardo dane gyapsu che age jinso gebe sonamge dola benje sanje dubara isho Om ye dharma hetu prabhava hetum te shandata gato yavatat te sham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashramanaye svaha Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum te shandata gato yavatat te sham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashramanaye svaha Om ye dharma prabhavam hetum te sham gato yavatat te sham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashramanaye svaha. All phenomenal harassment courses, the courses are taught by the Tathagata, the cessation courses as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, so that's why we talk about the wisdom of emptiness and how the ignorance is the one which creates, is like the sleep, which creates the dream of samsara, and then within the dream we have been the involuntary pull and push. That is the loss of freedom, and the loss of freedom is suffering, and suffering is misery. So is there a way out? The answer is yes. And many people, I would say some people who do not really have the opportunity to study the Dharma more systematically, they think that the Buddha taught everything is suffering. And this is their naivety. So we aren't suffering, our job is we can get out of suffering, this is reality. And so the Buddha taught that all contaminated things are suffering nature, only contaminated things. So you can get out of this by creating uncontaminated mental state. That is, the transcending sorrow. You can transcend sorrow. You can attain supreme, the absolute peace. You can attain this. So this the Buddha taught, that transcending sorrow is absolute peace. So let's not forget this, that there's some people, if you do encounter the people who say that, oh, Buddhism, everything is suffering. This is their naivety. You're getting it? So we know that what the Buddha taught is not to bog us down into samsara, bog us down into a feeling of hopelessness. Instead, it is to take us to the state of transcendence of sorrow. Transcend sorrow, and you will have the absolute peace where all your misery will stop. Okay, so with this mind, answer lies in the wisdom to cut the root of the miseries, to cut to melt the iceberg of ignorance. So how do you to melt it? You have to say ignorance says things exist. Ignorance says things exist objectively. Now, the opposite of which is wisdom. Wisdom should say that things don't exist objectively. You getting it? Inside, things are empty of objective reality, whereas ignorance says things exist objective real, and the wisdom should say that things are empty of objective reality. So in other words, technically speaking, the ignorance and the wisdom should be such, not any wisdom. Wisdom should be such that the wisdom and the ignorance, they are directly in opposition with respect to the object of apprehension. Okay, if you want to note it down. This is going to be a little technical way of presentation. The wisdom should be directly in opposition. The wisdom should be directly in opposition with the ignorance with respect to the object of apprehension. Let me repeat it. The wisdom should be directly in opposition. The wisdom should be directly in opposition with the ignorance with respect to the object of apprehension. The wisdom should be directly in opposition with the ignorance, with the self-grasping ignorance. Let me put it once more. The wisdom should be directly in opposition with the self-grasping ignorance, with respect to the object of apprehension. The wisdom should be directly in opposition with the self-grasping ignorance with respect to the object of apprehension. Okay, so which means that object, let's say we talked about the cheesecake, or let's say anything which stir emotions within us. Emotion meaning not that all emotions are bad. Compassion is an emotion. Of course, the scientists or the psychologists, they were still discussing whether or not compassion is the emotion. For example, Professor Paul Ekman, who's renowned, the psychologist, world-renowned psychologist, and then Professor Francisco Varela. So emotion is an English word. It's not a Tibetan word. It's not a Sanskrit word. So this word emotion, and in the context of the linguistically speaking in English, emotion. For example, compassion is an emotion, not so the divergent views, but the majority would say the compassion is an emotion, and emotion can be positive, can be negative. So what are the criteria of emotions? Says that emotion can be emotion and the trait. They can be slightly different. Emotion can be just very briefly, the duration can be very brief, and the trait can be more durable, lasting. So this it doesn't matter. So what we say is that emotion does not necessarily mean negative, but the destructive emotions, what we call as afflictions. Afflictions are necessarily destructive. The afflictions are defined as the mental factor, the presence of which disturbs your mind. Afflictions are defined as a mental factor. Affliction is defined as a mental factor, the presence of which disturbs your mind. Okay, emotions are described as a mental factor, presence of which disturbs our mind. Okay, so what we're learning is that the wisdom, self-grasping ignorance says that things exist objectively, and the wisdom, how it apprehends the object, should be directly in opposition with the self-grasping ignorance. So self-grasping ignorance says things exist objectively, so the wisdom should say the opposite, that is, things are empty of objective reality or subjective real. There's a subtle difference there between subjective real and empty of objective reality. You're going to get this subtle difference there, and I would highly recommend all of us to discuss this in your group discussion. What's the discussion to be done? Anyone? What is the thing that I said to be discussed? Yeah, Prasanada?
Subjective real and emptiness of objective reality.
Very good. So subjective existence and emptiness of objective existence, although they mean the same, but there's a subtle difference there. What is that? What can that subtle difference be? Okay. Okay, shall I ask Carl? What's that subtle difference? Yes. Okay, did you hear what Carl said? No, which means Carl should speak a little louder. Did you hear? Okay, never mind. Never mind, I'll be Carl's loudspeaker. So what Carl said is that emptiness of objective existence is the ultimate truth. And the subjective existence is the conventional truth. This is amazing. Very good. And this is samsara. There are not only one difference, there are several subtle differences.
What is positive?
Yes, tell me. Tell me. Did you hear? Oh, this is my job. It's the loudspeaker of these people. It needs some sound louder.
One is positive phenomena and the other is negative.
Very good. Okay, so which is positive? Subjective existence is a positive phenomenon, and the emptiness of objective existence is a negative phenomenon. More precisely, non-affirming negative. Very good. Non-affirming negative. Okay, so these we did not discuss here, and feel free to bother your group leaders. You're getting it? Bother your group leaders and test their knowledge, right? So somebody did discuss about the ultimate truth, somebody was a conventional truth, somebody said the positive phenomena, some said the non-affirming negative. What is this? What are all these things? You have to, keep bothering these group leaders. Talia, who's your group leader? Keep disturbing him, bothering him. You're getting it? Sharon, who's your group leader? Huh? Andrew there, keep disturbing him. You're getting it? Are you good? So, if you do get time, I'll be happy to discuss on this. But for the time being, you discuss with your seniors. That will be very helpful. Good. Now, I'll say the wisdom. Yesterday we talked about ultimate analysis and conventional analysis. Is there anybody who can quickly tell me the difference between the two? Anyone who can quickly tell me the difference between these two things? Ultimate analysis and conventional analysis. Quick. Yes, Yuki.
Ultimate analysis is close up view, and from that we get the ultimate truth. And conventional analysis is from the distance.
Okay, let's put it like so. So what the Yaki said is perfectly correct, but the only thing is I need a little bit of articulation to make sure that the very good publishers, the editors, they come, they should be happy. Is there any editors? Any editors of books, publication journals here? Prasananda. So when Prasananda listens to you, she should be very happy. You're getting an editors, they're very precise. So what we say, ultimate analysis, okay, if I were to paraphrase a little bit of what Yuki said, Yuki. So what Yuki said is that instead of saying close analysis, I would say analysis. In the first, it should be analysis. Ultimate analysis is analysis which apprehends the object through close inspection. It's an analysis. It should be analysis. If you don't qualify that as analysis, it can become hazy. So ultimate analysis is analysis which apprehends the object through close inspection. Or to make it simple, say is an ultimate analysis which apprehends objects closely, or to close inspection, or closely. So with the same extension, if anybody can tell me how would you then now describe the conventional analysis? Anyone? Quick? Yes. Say it again. Full Full picture. Okay, the Charlotte. Sheila, did you hear what I told the Yuki? I said it first begin by saying it is an analysis. You can get conventional analysis, which sees things from distance with a full picture. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's an analysis. Always begin by saying it is an analysis. Conventional analysis, absolute analysis is an analysis which apprehends its object from distance. You getting it? Conventional analysis is an analysis which apprehends its object from distance, versus ultimate analysis, the analysis which apprehends its object from close by. Okay, you got it? Now the next point is that the same object. Okay, let's say group A and group B. Group A. Okay, those who are. Okay, I'm not talking about age. It's very complicated. Okay, let's say okay. Group A and group B, or let's say group A and group B. Group A looks at it through your naked eyes. Group B looks at it through electron microscope. So the analysis, the mind that group A uses is conventional analysis, and the mind which group B uses is ultimate analysis. You getting it? Okay. Now I ask this question to you. Group A, what is this? Flower. Group B, what is this? You will say atoms, pool of atoms, or you can say I'm not talking about the atoms. I want whether there's a flower or not flower. Group A, what is this? Flower. Group B, what is this? No flower. Very good. Okay, now this is very important. So group B says there's no flower. There's no flower. Who's correct?
Yes.
Group A, group B is correct. Both are correct. Okay. I say Scott is a human being. Okay. Right? And then somebody says, no, he's not a human being. Are these two both are correct or not correct? Both correct. No, Tali is a human being, she's not a human being. She's not, it's correct. No, it's not correct. You're getting it? Okay. So how can these two opposites be both correct? No, you cannot say that, okay, this flower, this is a chocolate. It can't be correct. Right? This is a flower, as well as this is a chocolate. No. Not that both are correct. One is wrong. Likewise, to say this flower and no flower, this is contradictory. How can both be correct? Anyone? Okay, Koshalia. Yes. Wow. Where did you learn this from? You didn't hear before. First time you're learning? Amazing. Wow. Now my impression of this group is still going higher. That's amazing. Okay. So, okay. Anybody else? You will. Say, over there, your name. Rachel, tell me. It's a paradoxical. They cannot be, they are not compatible.
They contradict each other, but they still exist.
Okay, well, that's interesting. They contradict. Okay, I would say that they don't contradict. These two are extremely going harmony. There's no contradiction there. It's not paradoxical. It seems paradoxical. I agree with you, Rachel. But it's not paradoxical. It seems paradoxical. It's not paradoxical. Anyone? Yes, Phil.
Different perspective.
This is a different perspective. Okay, so, okay, no. It is very important. Say, hey, group B, what is this?
Not a flower.
No flower. No flower. Whether it's a flower or not flower, who decides? Conventional analysis decides or ultimate analysis decides? Yes, Rahul, thank you.
Everything makes sense in conventional analysis.
Okay, just don't go to the extent, just say connection, full stop. If you have more, you can dilute things. You're gonna get, so keep it there. Just control it, you'll have too much. There was a story. A gentleman was supposed to be married to an extremely intelligent girl. And this gentleman is quite dull person. And then another person taught the gentleman to say something extremely profound, but don't add any other words. Right? And then this lady who was extremely intelligent, she comes to see who that man is. And the gentleman said something so profound, and he remained quiet. Right? So he made sense of elegance. What is that? The dignified silence. And he says something. What he said is so profound. And the girl was so impressed. And then later when two of them are together, he has to talk some old garbage comes. Right? So don't add more. Just keep it there. Conventional, full stop. Okay. So whether it's a flower or not is decided by the flower is conventional to ultimate truth. Conventional truth. Because it's a conventional truth, it must be decided by the conventional analysis, not by the ultimate analysis. If you say no flower, doesn't mean no flower. No flower, yes flower, decided by conventional truth. Whether the flower exists ultimately or not is decided by ultimate truth. You're getting it? Ultimate analysis. So you decide, when you say no flower means no objective flower. Because you decide only objective, no objective. You don't decide flower, no flower. Who decides flower, no flower? Convention, they decide. Group A decides. You're getting it? So simply because group B says, okay, no flower, no age, no gender, means no objective gender. Because you are analyzing whether things exist objectively or not objectively. You're not analyzing the thing per se. You getting it? How many understood this resonance? Minimum 50%. How many understood this? Okay, Rachel understood it? Okay, let me repeat it. Same object can be seen in two different ways. If the object exists objectively, then anybody who says that what I see is correct, all should be seeing the same object. The fact that the flower does not exist objectively, so the same object can be seen by different people in different ways. There's no contradiction. Whereas if it exists objectively and one says there's a flower, there's no flower, there's no contradictory. But if you say it's purely subjective, there are 100 subjects, there can be 100 subject, different perceptions. There's no contradiction. You're getting it? Okay. So, with the same object, there are two ways of looking at it. One from distance. Who's that? You, group A, and group B looks at from close by. For example, like, let's say, okay, how many people take photographs from distance, not too close? Why? No, your photograph.
My photograph.
Yes.
Yeah,
You prefer from distance or from close by?
from a distance, you get the background.
Background, don't worry, we can Photoshop. Others tell me, be very honest. Why distance, why not too close? Yes, close by you will see the details. Because from distance it looks nice. So therefore people deliberately do filtering. Filter was undesirable, filter that. You're going to filter that. So from distance it looks nice. Close by it's not as nice. Yes, it's not as nice. You're getting it? Okay. So what I'm saying is that from distance there's one perception. From close by there's any perception. So the conventional meaning that everything exists. For example, how many you are little convinced, not fully. If fully is the best. If not, gender doesn't make sense the moment you go on the atomic level. Resents. Age doesn't make any sense when you go on the atomic level. Resents. Very good. Rachel, you agree? Good. Okay, so from this what we learn is that, okay, so the age, if you talk about the age, if you talk about the gender and so forth, you have to rely on which analysis? Hey, analysis group A or analysis group B? Hey, what about the group A? You're very silent. Group B speaking on your behalf. Hey, to say gender, no gender, so to speak of the gender, male, non-male, female, non-female, and so forth, and the age, this group, that group, so forth, is decided by which analysis? Conventional analysis. But then what is the job of the ultimate analysis? To see things, if things exist, objectively or not. It does not analyze whether things exist or not. Things exist or not decided by the conventional analysis. Whether things exist, objectively or not, is decided by ultimate analysis. So with this mind, you remember two gates. What's the first gate? Two things exist. That is decided by which analysis? Conventional analysis. You getting it? What is the second gate? Two things exist objectively. Who decides? Ultimate analysis decides. You getting it? Okay, now we are connecting the dots. For how we started, now how we're ending, we are now connecting the dots. Okay. So with this, never ever say that because that through ultimate analysis nothing is found, don't say that nothing exists. It means nothing exists objectively. Things exist. How do things exist? Through conventional analysis, subjectively through conventional analysis. You getting it? Let us not forget this. So having said this, now I'm asking. Okay, group A, what is this? Flower. Group B, what is this? What is this? Okay, don't say atoms. You're getting it? It's already now, you already gone to the high class. Atoms is the first class. From there, I wanted to be the high class. Don't go back. Your name? Okay, Neha, don't go back. From college, don't go back to school. Okay, so what is this group B? No flower meaning? No objective flower. Group A, what is this? Flower. Okay, so now look. Where do you find this? The flower group, what group A sees as a flower is what group B sees as empty of flower. What group B sees as empty of flower is what group A sees as flower. Where do you find this? It's quite familiar to ear. Flower is empty, enters the flower. Is familiar to you? No. Did you read somewhere or you from your past lives remember something? Here, Jemmy. Heart Sutra. Okay, where did you hear the Heart Sutra from past life? What's your name, gentlemen? Yes. John. John, tell me. Where did you hear this Heart Sutra? No. Form is empty? No. No morning session. Morning session, no morning session. Okay, so those people who are missing morning session, you have not heard it. Some people heard it from the past life. You're getting it? Okay, in Heart Sutra, it says, form is empty. Sheila, in the morning? No morning. Oh, young people. No, it's exempted. Morning is exempted. Okay. Somebody show this. Form is empty, enters the form. Show this to us. Okay, those people who are already reading this for the last 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, don't tell me. Anybody who's just reading for the first time in this life, in this group. Okay, Kaushalya? Yes. Page 29. Okay, let's see, page 29. Okay, now, those people who have been reading this for the last
5 days.
5-6 days. 6 days, for you, this will be very familiar. For those of us who miss the morning sessions, then you have to read it yourself. Okay, so just keep this open, and particularly for those people who do not come to the morning sessions, keep this open. For those who come to the morning sessions, also you keep it open. Okay, so now does it make sense? Let's say what group A sees as a physical form as a flower, form is what group B sees as empty, form is empty. Does it make sense? What's the second line? Emptiness is a form. What group B sees as empty of flower as a form, emptiness of form, is what group A sees as a form. You agree? It makes sense? Okay. Now, the third one is very important. What group A sees as a form and what group B sees as emptiness of form, this is not two different objects. It's the same object. Do you agree? Very good. This meaning of form is not other than emptiness, and what group B sees as emptiness is not different from what group A sees as form. Emptiness is also not different from the form. Form is also not different from the emptiness. You got it? These are not two different entities. The same object seen by two different minds, two different analysis. You're getting it? Okay. Now, if you understand this, what's the benefit? Let me tell you. If you understand this, that the same object seen in two different ways, is that, let's say, that what makes you, for example, say, what makes you feel attached to momos? Because of seeing the momo as objectively real, right? Objectively real. So that stirs emotions. And then the issues which got brought up, you remember all the relationship issues and anger and so forth and craving, and so it blinds you from seeing the reality. You getting it? It blinds us from seeing the reality. Just by saying what online. You understand what I'm saying? Online dating, and then instantly there's a sudden rush of the dopamine, sudden rush of the dopamine hormone, and then the other side appears so amazing. Right? Where you? That also says where you, right? And what are you doing? Right? I'm a consultant at this and so forth. It's amazing. And other also tells you you're amazing. You also say you're amazing. Right? So there is just full of the rush of the hormones. And then just anything about the other side is divine. And then let's meet. Yes. Right? Yes. And at the airport we meet. And because all are filtered. At the airport you cannot filter. At the airport you cannot filter. You come in person. And at the airport you say bye-bye. Yeah. Personally, yes. Yes. So why, for example, let's say, keeping all these things in mind, the example which we read this morning, in Tibetan, not so eager, so the beautiful flowers blossom, and the sparkling golden apples stand slowly. There's nothing there's external creator. It is your own mind which creates it. The whole world is created by conceptualization by your own mind. So when you realize this, that for example, let's say how the emotions are stirred, emotional aversion, involuntary push, emotions of attachment, involuntary pull, how they're coming is all because of this. This happens on the which level of the five where? Of the five ever-present mental factors? Intention level. Why this disturbed intention level pull and push happens? Because of the feelings. Pleasant feelings, pull. Unpleasant feelings, push. Because of the discrimination. Worst of the discrimination is seeing things as objectively real. Seeing things objectively real, that is a discrimination which involuntarily ignites all these different feelings and then ignites the involuntary pull and push. You getting it? So with this, say that, for example, okay, now let us consolidate what we're saying. Say attraction to the attachment to the cheesecake. Let's say a simple example. Then it's your job to extrapolate it to other things, whatever your weaknesses. We apply this to our respective weaknesses. So let's say cheesecake. Cheesecake, we see what's the problem with the cheesecake? Your attachment to cheesecake. Cheesecake, the problem is cheesecake per se is not a problem. Your attachment to cheesecake is the problem. You're getting it? So this attachment is involuntary pull. Involuntary pull is marked by the loss of freedom. We don't. Involuntary has a connotation lack of freedom. You agree? Involuntary has a connotation lack of freedom. And we think that I like it. It's not that like it. It's the loss of freedom. It's a weakness. Your vulnerability. So it's because of seeing the cheesecake as objectively real. That's the problem. Now, when you see the emptiness, what's the benefit? Empty objective reality. What's the benefit? Emptiness. And what's the other side? Emptiness and? Emptiness and? Yes, emptiness and dependent origination. Emptiness equals the dependent origination, and dependent origination equals the middle way, therefore, and it equals the middle way. Okay, don't forget it. Emptiness and dependent origination. Emptiness is the ultimate truth seen by the ultimate analysis, and dependent origination is the conventional truth seen by the conventional analysis. The two truths. You're getting it? Form, okay, one side form is empty. Form is conventional truth, dependent origination is empty. That is ultimate truth. Emptiness is form. Empty and ultimate truth and the form, these two are, say, what the ultimate analysis is ultimate truth is the conventional truth seen by the conventional analysis. You're getting, it doesn't mean that emptiness and the conventional truth is ultimate truth, conventional truth. No, this is not the case. You're getting it? It is not. It is not. But what the same object, we talk about different perceptions. Same object perceived by the conventional analysis is, you see the conventional truth, form. And the same object which the conventional analysis of form is seen as empty of form by the ultimate analysis, a different perspective. You're getting it? So the same object is seen to it. Now what's the benefit? Say all our problems, involuntary pull, involuntary push, anger, jealousy, all these things are because of seeing the object as objectively real. And that is destroyed by the wisdom which sees that our form is empty. Emptiness. You're getting it? Emptiness. When you see the emptiness, ultimate truth, all your mental restlessness, involuntary pull and push stops. Involuntary pull and push stops. Okay, listen. Involuntary pull and push stops when you see the emptiness. When you see dependent origination. Okay, how many use T-strainers? Hey, Phil, what is T-strainer in Hebrew? T-strainer. Okay. Yes. Talia? You got it? What is it in Hebrew? Okay, Sheila, you understand what T-strainer? Huh? Mesanene. Yes. Okay. T-strainer. How many of you don't understand T-strainer? Raise hands. How many don't understand T-strainer? Young people, they don't know what is T-strainer. Right? Hey, do you know T-strainer?
Indian, that's kind of
Okay. What is the job of T-strainer? Anyone? Yes.
To filter the tea and let the leaves be in the stream.
Wow, she put it so perfectly. Thank you. So the T-strainer, the job of the T-strainer, as said by Prasanata, is the job of the T-strainer. Do you agree with her that the job of the T-strainer is stop the tea leaves which is not drinkable, the tea residues, to stop them and let freely flow the drinkable tea. You agree? Yes. So this is the job of the wisdom of emptiness. So by seeing emptiness, it stops all the undesirable emotions. By seeing dependent origination, other side, it freely let the positive emotions flow. You're getting it? All the virtues will flow, all the virtues will grow by understanding dependent origination. By understanding emptiness, all non-virtues will stop. All afflictions will stop. All fears will stop. Okay, how many want to stop the fears and to expand your virtues? Raise hands. If you want that, then this is the teach trainer you have to use. This is a special teach trainer of the wisdom of emptiness and dependent origination. You getting it? Okay. So the thing is that form is empty. Of the 4 lines, yes, Cheryl, what's the first line? No, first one. Form is empty. This is the ultimate truth. Form is empty, emptiness. That part is the ultimate truth. Second one, Talia. Emptiness is form. That is a conventional truth. Conventional truth. You getting it? Now, okay. Za. Yes. J. What is the third one? Hey, form is empty. Page 29. Hey, this book, The Blaze. Page 29. Okay, I just sum that. What is number 3? Emptiness is not other than form. You getting it? Empty is not other than form. And then who? Okay, what is next?
Form is also not.
Form is also not an empty. These two are indicative of the two truths of the same nature. It's not two different things. It's of the same nature. Form is not other than emptiness. Emptiness is also not other than form. These two are the form and emptiness. These two are the attributes of the same object. Attributes of the same object. You getting it? Okay. So seeing emptiness, it stops all our afflictive emotions and mental disturbance. And sometimes you apply this in your meditation. Say you have difficulties with your friends, or so whatever problems that you have, just sit, take yourself a little bit of time to breathe properly, and then think of the object, how we want to practice it. I'm going to explain it very quickly. So with this, then try to meditate and see how your mind reacts. Mind will calm down. Earlier the mind is agitated, irritated, restless. The mind will calm. The moment you don't have to do anything, you don't have to force your mind. Just cognitively be aware of that things are empty of objective reality. The moment you get a glimpse of this, your mental agitation, all these things will subside. Just see how the mind behaves. This is amazing. Otherwise, usually we have to force. Right? Hey, doctors will tell you, oh, no cheesecake. You're getting it? Hey, no cheesecake, and no this, no that, no carbohydrate, no milk, no this, no that, so forth. So much restrictions. You are forcing. But you see the emptiness, you don't have to force. The mind will automatically calm down. You're getting it? This is the beauty and the strength of this meditation. The mind will automatically calm down. You don't have to create discipline, force yourself to put yourself in discipline. No. This mind will discipline itself. It's a very natural, organic process of disciplining, of feeling calmness. This is so beautiful. Okay, yes?
If emptiness is form, and form is impermanent, then emptiness is impermanent.
Okay, so here when we say, don't read this, so this way we require proper learning. So, emptiness form does not mean emptiness form. You're getting it? What group A sees as emptiness, okay, what group B sees as emptiness is what group A sees as a form. This meaning, you're getting it? This way, without these teachings, it's impossible to understand these things. Some scholars, they just read it superficially, they don't understand the deeper meaning. Okay, Max. Okay, no time.
So you said that what makes us enjoy mama is it being perceived as objectively real.
And not enjoy, craving. Craving and enjoy, these two are different.
Okay.
Say the joy, happiness, craving. Don't mix up the two.
Okay, so someone who has realized emptiness.
Yes.
So the cheesecake and the mama, do they taste the same to that person?
Don't worry, try it yourself. You get that? If I tell you, if you tell me, right? If I tell you, okay, so I said that the chocolate is very delicious. Chocolate is very delicious, more delicious than the ordinary candies. And then you bring the chocolate with candy. So then this is more delicious. How do you know that this is more delicious? How do you know? What will you tell me? Chocolate is here, ordinary candy is there. Ordinary candy I already tasted. You said this is more delicious than ordinary candies. I said, how do you know that? What will you tell me?
I'd say it's personal preference.
No, it's not personal practice. It's true. Generally speaking, it's true. So you tell me that the chocolate is very delicious. You're getting it? I'm a young child. And I said, how do you know that? What do you tell me? Hey, he knows he knows the answer, but he's not telling me. It was his contribution to himself. You're gonna, he will say that, okay, the Sanju is more honest. Tell me, what will you tell me? No. Say, if I said that, if you test, but how can I trust you? What will you tell me? Cheesecake, not cheesecake. Chocolate is here, right? So you said chocolate is very delicious, more delicious than ordinary candy. Then what will you, and we have said, how do you know? I never tasted it. The chocolate is right there. What will you tell me? So Sanju is very kind, you know. He's not rude as me. Okay, here, what will you tell me? Here. Huh? Okay, the question is that you tell me that, hey, Geshe-la, try this chocolate. This chocolate is so good. Swiss chocolate. It's so good, better than ordinary candies, right? And then you bring the chocolate. So like this. You bring the chocolate here. It's Swiss chocolate, it's so good. Ordinary candies. This is very good. And I tell you, how do you know this is better than the ordinary candy? It tastes better than the ordinary candies. What do you tell me? Now you taste it, but how can I trust you? Say something which I will be convinced. Eat it. You getting it? Eat it. Eat it like this. Eat it. No, don't say I tasted it or scientifically it's proven. Don't say that. Eat it. Likewise, eat it. Right? You say emptiness and meditation, and then you eat the cheesecake, see the atoms. Right? That was a feeling like, check it. Right? So the Buddha said, I have shown you the path. You walk it. You're getting it? You walk it. You have to eat it yourself. Nobody will help to eat it for you. You have to eat it. By the way. Okay. Thank you. Good. So now the next thing. I have to keep it there. Otherwise I cannot talk. Okay. Okay, now that we have already created an incredibly sound foundation to explain emptiness already. You're getting it? Now, what exactly is emptiness? This question. For that, we have to understand what is known as there are so many reasons to establish emptiness, and the reason that I'm going to explain to you, share with you, is known as the reason of the four essentials to establish emptiness. The reason of the four essentials to establish emptiness. The reason of the four essentials to establish emptiness. The reason of the four essentials. Alia? Essentials? Okay. What is essential? Good. What are the four essentials? Number one, identifying the object of negation. The essential of identifying the object of negation. Number one, the essential of identifying the object of negation. Essential of identifying the object of negation. Number two, object of negation. Identifying the object of negation.
Is that the same as the object to be refuted, or is that different?
Okay, just note it down. I'll explain later. Identifying the object of negation. Number two, essential of understanding the perversion. Essential understanding the perversion. What is perversion in Hebrew? Perversion meaning is
What's perversion?
a perversion. Okay. Perversion means, for example, say, whatever is a boy should be a human being. Perversion. Whatever is the human beings pervade the boys and the girls. Whatever is a boy should be a human being. Human beings pervade the boys, human beings pervade the girls. So pervade, it spreads across. Perversion. Huh? Okay. The essential of understanding the perversion. Okay, just note it down. Don't worry, I'll explain it. And later you will understand it. And then you will translate for others. Who? Did they tell me? Are you speaking Hebrew or Tibetan English? No. Explain this in Hebrew. What is Hebrew? Okay, did you all hear, Talia? You understand what it is said? Okay, is there extra mic? Okay, so the second one is, yes, it did tell me.
So the second one is essential understanding of the perversion.
Yes.
ההכרחיות להבין את הנוכחות, והוא ימשיך, של הדבר, או הקיימות של הדבר.
Okay, so keep it with you, idiot. Keep it with you. Yes, okay. The next, number three, essential of understanding the emptiness. Number three, essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being one with its parts. Essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being one with its parts. Essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being one with its parts. Being one with its parts, PRTs, parts. Essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being one with its parts. Then number four, emptiness. But what it says? Essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being different from its parts. Number four, number 2, 3, 4. The essential of understanding the emptiness of the objects being different from its parts. Just change one with and different is otherwise they're the same. Okay, number one, essential of understanding the object of negation. Number two, essential of understanding the perversion. Number three, Essential understanding the emptiness of the objects being okay. We add one word. Essential understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with this past. Add this word intrinsically. Intrinsically, objectively, is same. Essence of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically or objectively one with its parts. That's you use the word objectively. Finally, emptiness of understanding, what is that? Essence of understanding the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically different from its parts. Good for? Good. Okay. Now, okay. I said emptiness means what? Quickly. Emptiness of objective existence. You're getting it? Okay, emptiness of flower. What does it mean of emptiness of flower? Emptiness of objective flower. Very good. Okay, so you are rejecting what? You want to say empty means you are rejecting something. What do you reject? Emptiness of flower. Every objective existence of flower is rejected. So, what is rejected is known as object of negation. What is to be rejected? Okay, when I say there's no tiger in the house, what is rejected? Tiger is not rejected. Tiger exists in the world. Tiger in the house is rejected. You getting it? Tiger in the house is rejected. So tiger in the house becomes the object of negation. Negation means negate, reject. Okay, so when I say there's no objective flower, but it's negated. There's no objective flower, but it's negated. Objective flower is negated. Flower is not negated. You getting it? Okay, there's no objective you are, but it's negated. Objective you are is negated. Okay, so now my question to you is that to negate you are, to negate objective you are, you have to understand objective you are, what it is. You getting it? Okay. So now tell me that. Okay. Okay. Say there is no. Okay. There is no chicken thing no chicken thing in this hall. There's no chicken thing in this hall. There's no chicken thing in this hall. Okay. There's no means reject. I reject. There's no objective flower. You reject objective flower. There's no chicken thing in this hall. Chicken thing in this hall is rejected. Or this statement is correct, not correct? Why? Did you hear? Did you hear what I said?
The Tibetan word, I don't know what that is.
Very good. So to reject something, you have to know exactly what you're rejecting. If you don't know what you're rejecting, you think you're rejecting something, what you're doing is just a meaningless word. So to reject something, you have to precisely know what you are rejecting. You're getting it? So when you say there's no chicken things in this hall, you have to know what is chicken things in. Don't say two chickens. No two chickens. Okay, so what exactly chicken thing is it? Likewise, to say there's no objective existence. What is rejected? Objective existence is rejected. Okay, my question to you is, the statement is correct or not correct? There's no objective existence. Correct statement or not correct statement? Huh? Correct. How many say it's correct statement? There's no objective existence. Reasons? It's a correct statement. Reasons? What happened? There is no objective existence. How many of you said, at least intellectually, what have you learned thus far? Be compassionate to me. The last few days you have learned, right? There's no objective existence. At least intellectually, how would you say that this is a correct statement? Very good. To say it's a correct statement, you have to know what exactly is meant by objective existence. Without this, you cannot say that it is there is or no. There is or no. You cannot say that. Now tell me, what does it mean by objective existence? Tell me. To reject that, you have to understand it well. What does it mean by objective existence? Here, Mathia.
Independent, permanent existence.
Independent, permanent existence. Anyone else? Very good. Anyone else? Absolute existence. Anyone? What does it mean by objective existence? Just speak your mind. We can't really expect somebody studying just 3-4 days and then giving a perfect answer. Let's not expect that. Just speak your mind. In the process of you speaking, your mind is being sharpened. Anyone? Yes.
Something that everybody can see and perceive and agrees upon as the same. So that is an objective existence.
Very good. So meanwhile, can you think of what even in relation to whatever we have learned the last 4 days? Whatever we learned from there, you can gather some information as to what is meant by objective existence. Anyone? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Raise hands. No. The last 4 days, from there, whatever you have learned from there, just see what did you get, understand of the objective existence. Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Itai. Existing from his own side. From his own side meaning not from the mind, not subjectively, from his own side. Very good. Shauli. Something existing ultimately, or Scott.
Existing separately. Like,
Are we separate or not?
well, ultimately, no.
Okay, are we separate or not?
Conventionally, yes.
Okay, are you Scott or not?
I'm Scott.
Very good. So like, are we separate or not?
You're Geshe-la, so yes.
Are we separate or not? This man,
Yes.
I'm not asking whether I'm Geshe-la. Are we separate or not?
You want me to say it again? I answered it. I don't know. Ultimately,
Okay, look,
no.
this is why Scott is unnecessarily creating complications.
It's pretty simple.
Okay. What does it mean by objective existence? Carl. Something exists from his own side. Andrew?
Something that exists independent of subjectivity.
Something exists independent of your mind, subjective mind. Okay, Joshua.
Something which is self-powered.
Something which is self-powered without the power of the mind. And Shubham.
As Odia said,
Don't say, he already had breakfast, I'll not have breakfast.
which is not dependent on God's conditions or his parts or him.
Wow, it is many things.
It's not dependent origin. So it's not.
Okay, something which is not dependent origin, something which is independently originated. Okay, Simran. Something which exists from its own side?
From the side of the object.
From the side of the object. Okay, Sheila. What does it mean by objective existence? What do you understand by it? Objective versus subjective. Objective. So what Sheila is saying is, she's speaking her mind. So something which exists from his own side, right? From his own side, which is not from the mind, not from somebody else, not from the mind. Okay, over the air, Rachel. Something which is more beyond the subjective perspective, something very independent. Very good. Amita, you want to say something? Or something which exists forever without changing, so forth. Okay. Now, when you talk about emptiness, which emptiness do you want to understand? Let's say there are 3 levels of emptiness. 3 levels of emptiness. For example, if you are to get, let's say, a cheesecake, 1 gram cheesecake, 1 gram cheesecake, or 5 gram cheesecake, or 10 gram cheesecake, which do you want? Hey, Amita, which do you want? For her, no difference. Anything's fine. Right? So we want the 10 gram, the biggest one. So emptiness, the subtlest emptiness. You're getting it? You want the subtlest emptiness. Without understanding the subtlest emptiness, you cannot get into the subtlest ignorance. If you cannot get into the subtlest ignorance, then you will continue to shed tears. Your tears will not stop. So therefore, 3 levels of dependent origination. Which is the subtlest? Third one. So what others said, dependent cause and effect. That is the first one. Permanent in these things is about the objective means something permanent is related to the dependent origination. Opposite of that dependent origination is the first one, which is very gross. Dependent parts is also gross. Only if you understand the third one, that entitles you to understand the subtle emptiness. You're getting it? So these say when it's objective existence, say, oh, objective existence is something which is independent of the causes and conditions. This is very gross. Because if you understand the emptiness of independence of causes and conditions, and emptiness that I understand is a very gross one. That will not help you solve all the problems. So what is that thing that you should understand? Understand what the Idai and the Shilat and hey, Talia, you tell me what do you understand by objective existence? Objective as opposed to subjective. Objective. What is objective?
I was thinking like something that is meaning.
Okay, something which is solid there from the beginning of time. Is what I'm saying. Okay, this is more like a permanent, the first level of the dependent, opposite of the first level of dependent origination. Okay, so what I would say is that if you still think like this, don't worry, because we can't expect in 4 days you get emptiness completely, but the attempt that you made is so precious. Attempt that you made is so precious. Just continue with this. Okay, so with this, what we're talking about is that what? What are we talking about is the first essential of identifying the object of negation. What it said is that when you say emptiness meaning you are negating something. What do you negate? What do you negate? Objective existence. What does it mean by objective existence? So let's say that the existence, something that exists independent of your mind, subject. Independent of subject, that is the objective. You're getting it? Okay. So now, how do we know that objectively there's nothing there? How do we know that? Then we have to go through the number 3, number 2, number 3, and number 4. You're getting it? Okay, it's only 12:43, and okay. So I think we need to spend one more session this afternoon to complete the emptiness. Then from tomorrow morning we'll start the Bodhichitta. Okay, we'll stop here. Sage tuje shage riso chon shenge mito dege bonjamba sege nubo tabu jebe shage yabo kela chase lo mone mahamona iswaha Mahamona Iswaha Tage Tuje Shage Riso Shenge Metu Yege Bojamba Segelumbo Abu Jebe Shage Ma